Wake Up San Francisco with Wake Up San Francisco, your favorite news team.
I'm Josh Cordell, and this is Maggie Heineman, and today we're going to bring you our first story about The Truman Show, and just how The Truman Show shows the shocking influence that corporations have on us. Most of this happening without us even realizing. In the movie, the main character, Truman, unknowingly sees hundreds of advertisements every day, and they have much more of an impact on Truman than he could imagine.
That's right, Josh. Every item and even food Truman consumes has been paid to be on the show by corporations because Truman himself is being watched by consumers 24/7.
But before we get too far, let's describe what we mean by this product placement. Product placement is where a company pays for its products to be used in movies and in TVs as a form of advertising.
You betcha. It could be as subtle as having a root beer on a desk, or as obvious as saying, "This Ann Taylor suit is the best suit I've ever worn."
Now let's take a look on the angle Wayne's World takes on product placement.
Well, that's where I see things just a little differently. Contract or no, I will not bow to any sponsor.
Sorry you feel that way, but basically it's the nature of the beast.
Maybe I'm wrong on this one, but for me, the beast doesn't include selling out. Garth, you know what I'm talking about, right?
The Truman Show actually does the exact same thing as Wayne's World, just not as obvious. The Truman Show also takes a different approach to their product placement throughout the movie because they're advertising to a group of consumers who are watching the Truman Show TV show as opposed to viewers who are outside of the movie.
Now let's take a second to show viewers what we mean by the product placement we are describing in The Truman Show.
Esto sí es cerveza.
In this scene, it's obvious that Marlon is advertising the beer that he is drinking, as he's describing the beer as the best beer ever. Truman did not realize that Marlon was advertising the beer, and may not have even liked the beer, yet it will affect Truman next time he decides to go shopping for beer, along with the viewers of The Truman Show who watch the scene.
Though this kind of advertising seems obvious, it's actually very subtle and effective. As an example, product placement has helped Apple's products to be perceived as cool and sexy in movies and then also in real life, according to marketing strategist Matthew Bywater.
With so many products being planted in movies, it seems like it'd be annoying for the viewer.
This is actually incorrect, Maggie. It seems that consumer does not notice the product placement as long as it's natural, and it turns out it actually helps the sales too. Product placement uses the marketing strategy of mixing entertainment with advertising. It allows the products to be displayed and received in a much more positive manner.
Yet, the movie goes farther than just making a statement about the amount of product placement in movies. It shows how the product placement affects the viewers along with Truman. Truman has no choice in what is placed in front of him, but the viewers do. And they choose many products that were featured on the show.
Here's a picture of some of the viewers on The Truman Show. They've chosen to use the Pen Pable beer, the Truman Then and Now sweatshirt, Mary's Cotton Parlor pullover blouse, the Marlin Golf slacks and 9-iron, the Truman Burbank Fan Club scroll, and of course, the Colony exercise tights.
The movie brings up many similarities between the viewers of The Truman Show and the viewers in real life. Just like the viewers of The Truman Show, viewers in real life are much more likely to purchase products or brands that have been featured in movies and TV shows they watch.
Yeah, and the movie goes beyond critiquing the use of product placement in movies. It also makes a statement that they may not have even realized when they created the movie in 1998. Today's society encourages putting personal information on social networking websites, such as Facebook and Twitter, and this practice allows corporations to look into our personal lives and subjects us to unwanted and unknown surveillance. I think we should do that, especially since I just started talking. Okay, go.
The movie brings up many similarities between the viewers of The Truman Show and the viewers in real life. Just like the viewers of The Truman Show, viewers in real life are much more likely to purchase products or brands that have been featured in their favorite TV shows or movies.
And the movie also goes beyond just critiquing product placement. It also makes a statement they may not have realized when they even created the movie in 1998. Today's society encourages putting lots of personal information on social networking websites such as Facebook and Twitter. And this practice allows corporations to look into our personal lives and subjects us to unwanted and unknown surveillance.
Why don't we take another look at the movie?
Good morning!
Morning! Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
We know Truman is under 24/7 surveillance. The surveillance, however, draws some interesting parallels between the movie and the society we live in today.
We already know corporations are able to monitor our internet usage and directly advertise based on what sites we use.
Yes, and even though these techniques were not widely used at the time the movie was created, The Truman Show allows us to recognize the surveillance that we are currently under.
According to a member of the University of California, Santa Barbara, surveillance, they say, is for your own protection, direct marketing is for our leisure and convenience, commodification only sees to our pleasure. The surveillance Truman had was for the sole purpose of running the show, and more importantly, keeping him from discovering he was on a TV show, while the surveillance that we have is for the purpose of companies advertising directly to us. They say this surveillance protects us, but in reality, it doesn't really help us at all.
No. And internet surveillance is an issue that will only become greater in the upcoming years as technology progresses.
That's true, Josh. It's a waiting game to see how this issue unfolds in the future. From all of us at Wake Up San Francisco, good morning.
And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.